When I think about his goodness, I've got to thank him. Oh, because he's been so good. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Come on, put those hands together. Let's praise him. When you think about God's goodness, you gotta thank him.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of SeLah's Spot. I am Miss Andrea. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for SeLah Productions Incorporated. Your host, Kaylin, he couldn't be here on tonight, and as all of you know, if you follow Miss JaVon on Facebook or Instagram, she is right now in Africa. She is still in Ghana, Africa, in our motherland. So give me some hearts on the screen for Miss JaVon. There's still time to donate if you would like to donate to Miss JaVon while she is still in Africa. We have 3 forms of donations that you can go to our website to donate. Go to www.selahproductionsincorp.org. Scroll to the bottom and click the yellow donate button. Or you can go through PayPal, SeLah Productions INC, or our third option, the Cash App. You can go to cash.me/$SeLah Productions INCO. So that's 3 ways to donate to Miss JaVon while she is in Africa. We love you, Miss JaVon. God's most abundant blessings and favor while you are in Africa. We also would like to send a special shout out and a thank you to Bishop Prophet Antoine Jasmine, who always is so gracious to let us use his building here at Choice the Event Place. So thank you so much, man of God, for allowing us to be here in your house. So we would like to welcome everyone that is joining at this time. We missed you on last week. We hope you had a blessed and wonderful Resurrection Sunday, but we're glad that you're joining us back here at the spot on tonight. So come on in, welcome, welcome. We have a special episode for you guys on tonight. Tonight it's a staff edition of SeLah's Spot. We're gonna discuss some memorable moments with the cast and with some of our staff members actually. We're also gonna talk about some future projects that we have coming. Again, if you'd like to donate to SeLah Productions, you can go to our website, scroll all the way down to the yellow donate button. You can go to PayPal, SeLah Productions INC, or the Cash App, SeLah Productions INCO, if you would like to donate. So on tonight, we're gonna welcome our first guest. She is our first assistant stage manager. She's been with us for about 2 years now. So we're gonna welcome Miss Yolanda Fleming Williams. Hi, Miss Yolanda.
Hello.
Thank you so much. So Miss Yolanda, on tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about your vision with United Front Transportation, as well as some memorable moments that you've had since you've been a part of SeLah Productions. Give me some hearts on the screen for Miss Yolanda, you guys. So I know you came on as a vendor for United Front Transportation Services. So tell me, Miss Yolanda, how Philippians 4:13 has really helped you to carry your vision forth. How has God strengthened you to move forward in your vision?
Okay, our vision for United Front
we're excited about what God is doing for us. We know that we came together, with God for us as a company. But as we growing together as a company, we're realizing that it's more than just a business. As we are embarking it as a business, we're realizing the people that we are picking up is more than a business, it's a ministry, for us. And we've seen how God is connecting us together as a family, because it's a family business, our husband help us with our business, and as we growing together, the people that we are picking up, we have an opportunity to invite them into learning about God, because as we're picking it up, we're finding out that they have issues in their lives, so as we're traveling along the highway with them, we have an opportunity to minister, the Word of God, and it becomes rewarding to us, throughout the day. It's a pleasure to know that even as we go throughout the day picking up the children, that these people are entrusting us on the highway with their kids, with their children, and it just has become a blessing, to our lives. And we see where God is leading us, to even help our community, come together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so now, the other two ladies, so it's 3 women, right? 3 female business owners.
We all had our own businesses, working separately. Bringing them to school, and also Sean and her husband, and they were also working. And we all came together. They had a vision that we would all, come together, bring our businesses together. We all go to the same ministry, and that's the vision, to just unite, come together. And since we've been together, God has just been blessing us over and over and over again.
So there's 3 visions that came together as one. That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me this. Let's recap a little, since we were on a break. Tell me about when and how you became a part of SeLah's. For those of you who are just joining us, this is Miss Yolanda. She's our first assistant stage manager. She's also a business owner for United Front Transportation Services. So tell me a little about when and how you became a part of SeLah's.
Okay, I became a part of SeLah's through my son, Noah, who was interested in acting. He actually started as an usher here. He ushered, and then Mr. JaVon had opened auditions for an acting role. So I brought him, and he received the part from his first audition, and then this was his thing. Okay.
So you thought.
So we thought. So then I saw on Facebook that JaVon was looking for a first assistant, and I looked at it for weeks, I think, and I was like, if I could do that, But I didn't want to kind of like step into Noah's world, of course. So I respected him, and I went and asked him first, if he was okay with that, me coming into his thing, And he said, sure, you can do it, it's all right with me. So I went on and applied for it, and she called me, and I came in and had the interview, and here we are. And now the whole family
The whole family is a part
of SeLah's Productions.
Great, that's awesome. So tell me, as being a part of SeLah's, how has it helped you to grow as an individual as well as with your business? Seeing and watching the growth of SeLah's, what God has done with SeLah's, how Miss JaVon operates as a business owner. How did it motivate you as an individual and as a business owner?
Well, I mean, it has really, JaVon is just like, I mean, she keeps you going. You know, I mean, it's like, because we were, you know, it's long, you know, it's long hours, you know, and it's dedication, you know, and even though, you know, you may be tired, she has that energy to be like, come on, y'all, you know, we can do it, you know, because if you're going to be effective and making, you know, when you do something like this, it's going to take it all, you know, in you. So she pushes you, you know, to where it's gonna be, you know, perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because excellence.
Yes.
You know, and that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you gotta get out of the normal.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're gonna do your best and give God your best, it's gonna take energy. It's gonna take your time. You know,
Right.
and you gotta put your best foot forward and show. Because God gives all the glory. And of course, you want to give God your best.
Yes.
You know, and she makes sure, you know, and that's what this leader does. You know, make sure that you give God your best. You know, and so she helps you, you know, to get there. And it's just awesome to see, you know how she motivates you. Because little did I know that my husband could act, you know, and he just came in, you know, for a meeting, I think just to see Noah would sign some papers or whatever.
Right.
And boom, you know, and even Raven, I think the little girl dropped out,
Right.
and there she is,
Right.
you know. So I mean, wow, you know. So it's been wonderful, you know, for me and my family now to see, you know, all the creativity that God, you know, had in us. And I just can't wait to see what else, you know, what's next.
Yes. So y'all put some hearts on the screen for Miss Yolanda, for Miss JaVon, for that motivation, for that extra push that Miss JaVon gives in SeLah's Productions. And like Miss Yolanda said, like Miss JaVon always says, God requires your best. Always give God your best. Always give God the glory in everything that you do. And everything that you do for God, you should be excellent. So SeLah's Productions, we're known for our productions. We're known for them being excellent. And so that's what we pride ourselves on, is being excellent and being great and giving God the glory. So, Miss Yolanda, hi, Miss Yolanda. So tell me, as a staff member, as a mother, and a wife of those participating in the production, what is one of your most memorable moments being with SeLah? I have several, but what's your most memorable moment so far?
Memorable moment. I guess cheerful, memorable moments. I guess would be, I think, the first time I actually saw my husband and Noah with that scene of the father-son scene. When he, you know, that scene.
Yes.
We have the picture, and I actually got the picture blown up. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was awesome. You know, to see them on stage together, and I guess in just watching even Lil Ray, who don't like to be seen, you know, him working behind the scenes. I guess there's so many, you know,
Right.
and just even seeing Ray, you know, getting that line and just learning it like that, you know, and just see her learning everybody's line. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much, you know, and just us doing this for the first time, you know, and even going home in that first week when everything and everybody's still singing the song from the play, you know, being at home and, you know, just everybody still singing the songs, still trying to come out of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just, in that first year, you know, it was just like, wow.
The giftings that your children, your husband had, that you had, that you didn't even know God had placed in you guys, and it gleamed in SeLah's Productions. That's
and
awesome.
You know, we have another family,
Right.
You know, and how we think about you guys when everything is over.
And you have nothing to do on the weekend. Yes.
It's been wonderful.
That's awesome. Well, you guys give Miss Yolanda some hearts on the screen right now. Like us. If you haven't, stop right now. Go to SeLah's Productions Incorp on Facebook. Like our Facebook page. Follow Miss JaVon. Again, she is still in Africa. She's in the motherland. But there's still time to donate. She's still going to be there a few more days. So if you would still like to donate to Miss JaVon while she is in Africa, again, there are 3 ways to donate. Go to our website, click donate, the yellow donate button at the bottom of the website on the screen. Go to PayPal, SeLah's Productions, INC, or Cash App, cash.me/$SeLah's Productions, INCO. So no excuses. There are 3 ways to donate. We want to thank you so much, Miss Yolanda, for joining us. It is always a pleasure. Love you so much. Love the Williams family. Thank you so much. So our next guest on tonight is our set designer. You guys have seen Miss Renitra. She shared a very powerful testimony a few weeks ago about suicide, the spirit of suicide, moving so many people. She's an awesome woman of God. She's been a blessing to SeLah's with the beautiful set that you see here, the sets that you see on the stage. She helps bring Miss JaVon's vision to life on the stage. She also cooks. If you tuned in for the cooking segment, she also cooks. So she can share some of her tips of what she likes to do after a long day of work. So we want to welcome Miss Renitra Jones. Y'all put some hearts up.
Hey, all right.
Hi, Miss Renitra. Have a seat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Miss Renitra, you've been with SeLah's pretty much almost from the beginning. I can kind of remember when Miss JaVon met you. We were at an event in Baton Rouge with Miss Cassandra Lane. Hi, Miss Cassandra, if you're watching. And, thank you for this divine connection between you and Miss JaVon that occurred on that night. And so, if you can take us back to that night, and Miss JaVon did have to speak briefly on that night, what led you actually to approaching Miss JaVon and wanting to be a part of her vision?
Her testimony. At the moment that in her testimony, I was currently going through the scenario of, oh my gosh, I'm trying to work these jobs and these jobs just never line up. You know, God, what are you trying to tell me? You know? And it was like encouraging when I heard her testimony that maybe there's something more. You know, there's something in this test that I'm going through. You know, if this young woman of God went through it, came out of it, and is now sharing her testimony, is now doing productions, you know, worldwide, internationally.
Right.
We're speaking that.
Amen.
Amen. You know, I say, well, you know, Lord, I'm going to obey. And really, I listened to her, you know, what SeLah's was doing. I thought it was very interesting. You all were very professional. But I more so approached her just to tell her how her testimony had blessed me. And then, you know, with that, I said, well, if you ever have a need, you know, I told her what my business was, where I do event design and things of that nature, Elegant Innovations. And I shared that with her, and I said, well, if you know, it's kind of like when you're networking at the same time.
Right.
You know, so I say, well, maybe, you know, if you ever have a need for a designer or somebody to help decorate your sets, I didn't know. So I just gave her my business card and followed up with her, and then she said, well, you know, I may have a position available. So I think it was probably about, you know, a couple of weeks later or so, I get a phone call, and here I am.
Here you are. And here she is.
Here I am.
Put some hearts up, because here she is. She was obedient.
Yes.
To what God told her to do.
Yes.
And here she is. Here she sits with us today. And we are so blessed to have Miss Renitra. It's not often that you find someone that understands your vision. Someone who understands what God is asking of you and sees it and can bring it to life. And that's what Miss Renitra does for Miss JaVon with the production. So we are definitely blessed to have you. So let's talk about Elegant Innovations. When did you start Elegant Innovations, and what motivated you, or what brought you to start Elegant Innovations?
Well, I was, like during college, I used to do like some of the designs for different events of organizations that I was a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my friends from one of these organizations approached me, and she said, well, I'm getting married, and I thought you would be a great wedding for me. But I was going to give it a try, And let's just take it even a step further, my job during college was doing catering events. I knew I loved food, but I said, I kind
Put
of
some
like
hearts up for food.
I love dealing with the food and interacting with the customers and, the guests. But I said, it was kind of something more to events that I like. I said, well, maybe I could start doing some, floral design, some of the centerpieces or something like that. So I was dibbling and dabbling, became a fan of the HGTV and became inspired and just kind of like took it up another level, year after year. So then finally I got approached to do a wedding, and I got again, first time ever doing a wedding or being asked to do a wedding or any event like, of that nature. And the guests were like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, this is so nice. Do you do this for a living? Where's your business card? I'm like, I was just doing this for a friend of mine, I didn't know what was really going to come out of it. So it was really from the reviews of the people. I said, well, wow, I may really have something going here, so let me just continue to, work my craft, work my gift, because, you're gifted at, I was already born with the gift of designing. My mom, my grandmother, everybody dibbling dab with cooking, sewing, designing things, crocheting. We were all hands-on people.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say, well, let me take this to another level. Let me go ahead and start my business. So I played around with some business names, and my first name was called Party Designs, and then I was talking to a friend, and I was like, well, I don't know if that name is really the name, It's something to start off with, but it sounds so amateur in a sense,
Okay, right.
That was my opinion of it.
Okay.
So then at that time, I started getting more into the word, I got saved, and then God gave me Elegant Innovations.
Wow.
So that was, oh wow. Ooh. I'm going to say that was over 10 years ago, maybe 10, 11 years ago, he gave me that name, So here I am, been operating with it, again. A lot of my people that come to me, it's kind of like word of mouth. I am kind of picky of who I want to work with.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't take any job because we got to like each other to work together, So I definitely do enjoy Black Productions, I mean, everybody has a lot of personalities, but that's what started, that's the evolution of Elegant Innovation. So I was pretty much doing events, and then now, little did I know, I never thought that I would be on stages across the state of Louisiana and other states coming. Never thought I would be behind the scenes flipping sofas and her doing sets like in a matter of seconds, but I just thank God for growth,
Amen.
And some diversity, so.
How did coming into productions, because see, when you do a wedding or an event, you have a little more time.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like the soiree.
Mhm.
You can lay everything out, and then when everything's done, you pick everything back up.
Mhm.
But a production is very fast-paced.
Mhm.
There's different sets. Miss JaVon likes different sets. She likes a different look each time the curtain opens. So tell me what the challenges, some of your challenges were coming aboard doing production, since it was like a different speed from what you're used to
Yeah.
with your business.
Well, you said it. The first thing is speed, you
Mhm.
know, and, you know, trying to work with more people and so many people on one set doing so many different things,
Mhm.
you know. So it's kind of like staying in your lane.
Mhm.
And, gosh, what is it? Memorizing how, you know, because you don't have time to pay, you have to pay attention to detail in a matter of seconds. So, yeah, detail in seconds. So, so, you know, yeah, a wedding is, you have a little time, and even during weddings, it is fast-paced as well, you know. Sometimes, depending on the venue, you may only have 2 hours to set it up, you know, and tear it down. But also with the tear down, I mean, it's not like we can just come back the following day. No, we have to pack this up, put this on the truck, and let's roll on out of here, you
Right.
know. But
So, Miss Renitra, tell me, where does your strength come from? Where does your, we know it comes from the Lord, but what motivates you to continue to push? And how has being a part of SeLah's helped you with your own vision to continue to push?
Mhm. You know, I'm gonna say character, because I never want people to think that, and it's not that it's a people think. I never want to be perceived as a person that just quits and gives up, even in the midst of obstacles and when things don't go right. I'm a problem solver, you know, and am I perfect? No, you know, but I try my best to fix the problem and move forward, you know.
Okay.
And we're gonna always have happy customers, and is Ms. JaVon gonna always be happy with everything? No, but all we can do is just pick up, well, you know, correct our mistake and move forward, you know. So
There's a lesson in everything.
it's a lesson in everything. I mean, I think that's pretty much, my strength comes from me knowing who I am, you know. I'm a woman of integrity. You know, people have to be very careful about their character, you know, and preserving who they are, you know. So if you give your word on something, you have to follow through. You have to execute this to the best of your ability. Even if things don't go well, you know, the unforeseen things may happen. You better keep it moving, baby. But I'm like, I just come from a family who are just strong people. Time out, but I'm not about to be the crying shoulder for your pity parties. Okay, what's the problem? What can I do to help? Let's move forward. You know, so that's just kind of like how I was born. You know,
Right.
I was raised that way.
Yes, ma'am.
You know,
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
there's no excuse. You know, and even if you have an excuse, that come on, let's fix it.
How do we move forward? That's the lesson here. How do you move
How do
forward?
you move
Put
forward?
some parts up for picking yourself up, dusting off, and moving forward.
Mhm.
So, Miss Renitra, what is one of your most memorable moments since being a part of SeLah's? I know it's so
You know,
many to choose from.
You know, my memorable moments. I want to say it was probably on this night that we took this picture. Gosh, it was so much unity. I mean, there's always unity, but it was like a different kind of connection that night. You know, everything was just pulling off flawlessly. You know. And I'm not going to say flawlessly, but, you know, it was executed well, you know. And I think, I've been thinking about this for a few days now. Like, what's my most memorable moment? Because in my mind, I was thinking, like, what's the most funny moment? But I just think that the great memories are also when before and after, especially before we do a production, how Ms. JaVon gathers everyone and we pray.
Amen.
You know?
Yes.
And I find myself now doing this when I deal with like young children or whatever other things that I am
Right.
doing. I have to remember to stop what I'm doing, stop my agenda for a minute and
Right.
give God the praise.
Right.
You know, because this is God's word,
Mhm.
you know? So,
And I would agree with you because I think even when we pray before rehearsals, when we pray before the productions, anything that goes on, it sets the tone.
yes.
And I'm going to bring Miss Yolanda back in a moment because I want to talk about the ambiance. I want to talk about when God comes in. And we've witnessed it many times with SeLah's Productions, but back to what you were saying about prayer, it just sets the tone. When Ms. JaVon talks a lot about reading your word early in the day and things like that, it just sets the tone for your day. It may be something you're going to face that day. It may be something, just to prepare you
Yes.
for the day ahead.
Yes.
Anything that's to come, pleasant or unpleasant.
Yes.
Or what have you.
And
It just,
like you said, you can find your strength in that,
Mhm.
you know? Because
yes.
sometimes you can just easily say, oh, I just give up, you know?
Right.
But knowing that you read this word was this inspiration or scripture that you read, it was, it dwells in your spirit, and, it's like you really have a connection with God.
Right.
That no weapon formed against me shall prosper, you know? And you're going to have that mindset, like, okay, I done read my word. I know that I am a conqueror,
Mhm.
you know?
Right.
So let's get through this, you know?
Yes.
So,
So I'm going to bring Miss Yolanda back at this time because we're going to talk about a few moments that I've thought about over the past few weeks or days since we've discussed staff moments. So come on in, Miss Yolanda. So one that I want to discuss, and this is after the productions, Miss JaVon, we try to show our appreciation for the cast and for the staff by having like a little dinner or something. So my most memorable one was Cafe Istanbul. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on how you felt that day because we had outside people outside of the production come and perform for you guys. We fed you, the cast or what have you. Strother Davis, he played the trombone, and it just what do you feel when we gather together and there's that unity of the cast and the staff? So how do, those events like that, how do you?
well, I can tell you, at the Cafe Istanbul, I didn't realize how much talent was in SeLah's Productions. That was my first time watching Caleb perform. I've never, I've probably seen it, on videos or what have you, but to see it live, I was like, wow. To see some of the women doing monologues, I was like, wow, these are some beautiful people with beautiful, they just operate with, excellence. I was like, wow, this is talent. And this is just like on the spot, And,
It was nice.
yeah.
It was nice to, everybody coming in together, after having such a nice season together. And just the family fellowshipping and enjoying one another, laughing and talking and just interacting together and just seeing the dancing, talking. It was nice.
Yes.
Just being together.
We at SeLah love to fellowship. We love to eat, put some hearts up for the food. We love to feed our cast, feed our staff. And so we just all try to, Ms. JaVon loves for us to gather together and to grow together. And so it's just so wonderful to be a part of something that keeps God first and then also wants you to develop as an individual outside of SeLah as well as in SeLah. So that's just a blessing. So I can say, I'm going to share one of my most memorable moments. And this was our first run of If It Had Not Been for the Lord. So as you guys see, we have on If It Had Not Been for the Lord in the sequel. But this was the first run when Dr. Helen Baylor was present with us. And I had been rehearsing as a understudy. And the week of the production, the young lady got sick and I had to fill in. It never dawned on me that I would actually be on stage. And so to go from an understudy to actually having to perform the part, your mindset changes. It's no longer what if, it is. And Miss JaVon, you know, of course, she prayed for me. But because of the rehearsals and the practices, you know, I was able to deliver. And so that's my most memorable moment with SeLah. One of my most memorable moments. You ladies have anything else you'd like to share? Any events or Miss Yolanda?
Well, what you said, how she had you rehearsing as an understudy. Miss JaVon always would say, just stay ready, stay prepared, you know, because you never know when your opportunity is going to come.
Right.
You know, so.
Like tonight.
Like tonight.
I didn't know I would have to host. Y'all put some hearts up.
Yes.
Because Miss JaVon has been telling us and preaching to us about a true yes.
Yes.
And when you give God a yes,
Yes.
He'll put you in situations that you maybe didn't know you would be
didn't know.
in. But that's part of having a true yes.
Yeah.
So as I sit here tonight, this is part of my true yes.
Yeah.
That's what I can say. Miss Yolanda, you have anything you'd like to share?
I would say, God is so awesome because little did I know how sometimes He puts you with people, and how sometimes we find how connected we are, because there are days when we would talk. And we would be like, oh, I was just about to call you. Because we would be thinking the same thing.
Right.
And it would be on her mind as well, you know, and that's how you know that God has made a connection.
Right.
You know, and little did I know if I had not made that phone call, you know what I'm saying? Or if my son had not said, hey, Mom, I want to go try out for this audition, you know, and I also want to make the point of how important prayer is, you know, to every, you know, situation, because you never know what is ahead, you know, so we always have to start out, I believe, everything, you know, with prayer, and even behind the scenes, you know, always be, you know, in prayer, you know, and confident, you know, that God is, you know, in control and He's working out everything, and we always have to, you know, be prayerful for our leader, you know, you know, and make sure, you know, and know that, you know, God is in control, and always, you know, be lifting her up, because you never know her battles, you know, and he has everything. God has everything, you know, for all of us. And I'm just excited, you know, especially what they're doing right now, you know, it's awesome.
Yes, it's awesome. Our Miss JaVon, again, is in Africa. She's with her Choice family. Hello, Choice. Those of you who are in Africa with Miss JaVon, we hope we know all of you are safe. We know you're enjoying yourselves. Miss JaVon goes live every 20 minutes, so we know you guys are enjoying yourselves because she's showing us that you are.
Hallelujah.
Yes. So, tell me, Miss Yolanda, when Raven, who is your baby, became a part of SeLah, we had someone who no longer could participate, and Raven just stepped in. To see your baby girl become confident and learn those lines. When she came back to rehearsal, she knew her lines,
Well,
and everybody else's.
Raven is just confident. I mean, you know, she had just been sitting back, just watching everything. And like she'll act like, you know, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, you know. And in all actuality, you know, she wants to do it all, you know. And she knew those lines anyway, you know. She didn't even need the paper, you know. But just to see her just, you know, doing, you know, what I already know she she loves, she want to do. Just, it warms my heart. That's my baby girl. And she can sing too.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me put that in
A
there.
songbird. Songbird.
But yeah, it's it's just awesome to see all my kids, at work, and doing, things of God, so that always is wonderful to see.
So, Miss Renitra, you didn't share, but your son and daughter also participated with the production.
Wow.
They were
That's right.
volunteers
They
at
were
one time.
volunteers, Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And they set in as
As
extras.
extras in the production.
Yeah, restaurants.
Mhm.
That's right. Well, as parents, whatever we're involved in, we make our children just like, you're doing this. There's a need, come on.
That's right.
That's
That's right. When they don't know what to do,
Yeah.
we gotta get them. We make them do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how you guide your children.
That's
Part
right.
of guiding
That's
them
right.
to the right things,
That's
to the
right.
things of God.
That's right.
That's awesome. So we want you guys to put some hearts up on the screen for this edition. We thank you for joining us again tonight. Any closing remarks? Mr. Ray, what time is that? Sorry.
8:40 now.
Okay. Yeah, we got a few little time. So I want you guys though to share your information. Share your information, Ms. Yolanda, about United Front Transportation Services, how people can get in touch with you. Again, they service all areas in the community. So the elderly who need a ride to doctor's appointments, children, mom or dad, you don't want to drop them off at the movies, and also, what's the third? The school. If you want to take them, need somebody to take them to school, tourism, anything in the area or Gonzales area, New Orleans, they also service those areas. So, Ms. Yolanda, share your information with the people.
We can be reached at info@unitedfronttransportation.com. You can reach us there, or at,
Your phone number?
it's 1-877-275-2989.
Okay. You want to repeat it again?
1-877-275-2989.
Okay. And for decorating, if you have an event coming up, if you have a wedding or any event, Miss Renitra also is going to do work with me because I am a realtor. We're going to do staging for houses. So if you have a house that you need decorated, an office, a business, and you like what you see, or if you've been to one of our productions, also Miss Renitra is going to share her information.
Okay. Again, Renitra Jones, Elegant Innovations. My direct number is 225-803-0063. You can find me on social media, either Renitra Jones or Elegant Innovations. I'm there. I'm on Instagram. You can email me at elegantinnovations@ymail.com. So, again, and if you follow Ms. JaVon, you can find me. So,
We do have a production coming up, so those of you who haven't been blessed yet to attend, we do have a new production coming up. It's called Won't He Do It?
Won't he do it?
Look at y'all in unison.
Yes.
Thank you. Won't He Do It? You can go right now on Facebook, go to Miss JaVon's page, or go on Facebook to SeLah's Productions Incorporated, and you can watch the cast teaser video just to give you a little glimpse into Won't He Do It. Tell us, won't he do it?
Won't he do
What
it?
has he done for you today? Just today.
Oh my gosh. He's turned my mourning into joy.
Ooh, okay.
We sang that song last night at church.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's just, I just had to pray and cry out to God because I had my moment. I don't know if today didn't start off so well, but I cried out to the Lord, and He reminded me of the things to be joyful of.
Glory to God.
So I thank God in that. I still have that joy right about now.
The joy of the Lord is our strength.
It's our strength. That's right.
Glory to God. Glory to God.
And you, Miss Yolanda?
He keep me smiling, no matter what. No matter what. Come with me from day to day. I know my Heavenly Father. Yes.
That's awesome.
The joy of the Lord is my strength.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Okay, guys. So, like us on Facebook, Also, you can go to Instagram it's Miss JaVon, MZJAVON. That's Miss JaVon on Instagram. Also, you can follow or add Miss JaVon on Facebook, JaVon Ophelia Butler on Facebook right now. I thank you guys so much for joining us. We missed you guys last week. We'll be back next week. Miss JaVon will be back from Africa. She'll be there a few more days. So if you would like to donate, you can donate at our website, www.SeLahProductionsIncorp.org. Go down to the bottom of the screen and click the yellow donate button. The second option is PayPal. It's SeLah Productions, INC. That's on PayPal. Or the Cash App. Everybody has the Cash App now. It's so convenient. So it's cash.me/$SeLah Productions, INCO. And you can donate to Ghana if you want to donate to just our upcoming production. Won't He Do It? You can do that as well. You can specify what your donation is for on all three of those links. And I'll also put that information in the comment section after the broadcast has been completed. So again, thank you for joining us tonight on SeLah's Spot. Thank you for meeting us at the spot.
Yes.
God bless you real good.
Real good.